Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while and sorry for the audio. My microphone, it's not compatible with my new phone because it has a lightning cable. So that's why I'm going to be talking like this. Hope you don't hear the echo of whatever is going outside. So yeah, I just want to make this video because I just felt like talking to you guys. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably know that I go to Nepal quite a bit. So this year I went, like 2024, I went there twice, and every time, you know, it's been like 5 to 6 months, I start missing my family, and I'm like, oh, should I go? I'm so excited to go. And then I'm like, you know, oh, I could probably retire in Nepal. Do I eventually want to live there? Like, what do I really want with my life? Right, that kind of question. And I bet all of the people have that kind of thought. Like, I really like Nepal. That's where I was born. That's where my family is. That's where all the people I know, you know, they are. But there is some things that you know, it's just hard to do that because I have spent 7 years of my life in the US. I know how things work here, and you know, whenever I go to Nepal, I'm just always like judging the things, you know, the system, and I just don't see myself there except for when I'm vacationing. So I want to talk about some problems that, you know, I think, or not problems, but like every country has their own problem, right? I'm not saying the US is perfect, but here's why I think like I can't live in Nepal. I mean, I will if I have to, but like, what are the things, the challenges that, you know, someone like who have studied abroad might have when they're going to Nepal, like forever, right? Because that thought does cross my mind. I oftentimes think of, should I go to Nepal? You know, should I like save enough, work for 3-4 more years, save some money, and just, you know, retire there? I think the first thing is like really the people. I would say the mentality of the society. It's a very different, right? I mean, obviously I don't have to say it, but I think people here are like more friendly, less judgmental, and you get to do whatever you want, and no one will like you know, have a lot of opinion. And I feel that's the opposite in Nepal, because you have the opinion of family, relatives, friends, and that might like you know, the voice of the society. That will kind of not let you do anything that you really want to do, right? For example, I often take this example of, let's say if someone's like 29-year-old, a woman, and she doesn't want to get married or doesn't want to have kids. I don't think Nepal would be supportive of that, the society in Nepal, right? Because when I went there, I'm like 27, and when I went there, I kind of felt like, oh my god, like, I feel so bad that, you know, I'm not married, I don't have kids, and all the people around me my age are like settled, you know. And I only feel that when I'm in Nepal, because maybe I'm like maybe people talk about that, or, you know, it's just like how people like are talking to me, or how they are talking within themselves, and you know, you kind of feel like, oh, they're like judging me for like not doing what I'm expected of, you know, which is like at this point getting married probably. So I think that's one thing that I have trouble with. And then, you know, the fact that, you know, after some certain age, woman is considered like, oh my god, like she is not worth it now that she's 30 plus, like no one's gonna take her, whatever. I have a really big issue with that. Like, you know, it's such backwards mentality, right? And I don't blame Nepal, because that's how like it is. There still needs to be a lot of changes, but I feel more secure and safe that way in America. I think everyone is not you know, hasty to jump into conclusion, and they try to like listen to you. They try to like yeah, not judge you, but like understand you, you know, which is I think important. And I think this brings me to the next point too. Like, I sometimes often think that, you know, I was much happier in Nepal because I don't know, I had like an easy life. I would go to school, study a lot, get good grades, and you know, my mom would cook food. We had a happy life, and then I thought like coming to America would make my life so much better. But I started earning money, but I don't feel like extremely like happy or anything. I mean, I am happy. I'm not saying I'm unhappy, but I think I have found out what the issue is, that back in Nepal we're just so concerned about meeting the ends meet. Actually, I come from a middle class family, so I'm not sure about all of you guys, but um, the main focus is usually like how to survive, right? How am I getting the rice or the vegetables, or how am I gonna sustain? And when I was in Nepal, I was more focused about that because my family wasn't very well to do. So I think when you have that at like you don't have that fulfilled, it's hard to kind of think about larger things in life, like, oh, what do I really want to do in my life, or what's my purpose, right? I think it's either it's only once you have a little bit of stability and you have a little bit of income and you don't have to worry about money, that all these thoughts would like come to your head, like oh, like what was my purpose, or like what should I do, what should I be doing, like what does the society expect of me, but what do I expect of myself, like all these kind of questions. Like, you started asking all these questions because you don't have to worry about like surviving. You have a steady pay coming to your bank account. I'm gonna check if my phone is beeping. And I think that's what I have kind of pinpointed the thing to be, because I used to always think like I was like so carefree and so fun in Nepal, but I think it's just I had never reached like that level of where like everything was there. I was by myself, and back home we used to have like everybody together. Like, I don't think we used to have a lot of time to ourselves, and it is only when you come abroad you like have a lot of time to yourself, and you start thinking, and you like have this clarity because you don't have any clutter, right? Like, you're not thinking about, oh, isko brata banda cha, or isko bia cha, or like or oh, मैले यस्तो गर्नु छ, मम्मीलाई यस्तो गर्नु छ, ड्याडीको लागि ब्याङ्क स्टेटमेन्ट बनाउनु जानु छ. You don't have to think about all that. It's just you, and when you're in your room by yourself, and you start kind of thinking about bigger questions, and that makes you feel like, oh, am I really happy? Am I really unhappy? Whereas Nepal, I didn't even get to that point because I was just like, there was just a lot going on, Like, I used to go to Inar and bring pani to house. So like when you're like doing all that thing, you don't have time to think about like greater things in life, right? It's only when you have that peace, or that your paisa incoming airahcha bhane, you just kind of feel like, oh, this sorted, and then you start thinking about bigger things, and your mind just relaxes. So like all the big people like we listen to, they're usually rich, and then they start sharing their like philosophical advice, because once they're rich, they realize that, oh, they have time. I'm not saying I'm rich. I'm just saying that once you are not worried about like being poor, or like when I was a student here, I didn't have time to think about all this. Like I just used to study, work, and I was just thinking of how to make ends meet, right? And after that, it's like yeah. So yeah, my dad often asks me, oh, like, are you so happy? Like, I often struggle to answer that question. Like, I am happy, but I sometimes often question like, what else is there? I have a 9 to 5. I have hobbies. I have friends. I have people I love. So yeah, I'm just taking each day at a time. But yeah, it's just funny that when people look from the outside, from Nepal, they look at my Instagram, and I think I saw a comment where it's like, oh my god, this apartment looks so good, or something along those lines, and I'm just like, it's just so easy to it's just so easy to feel like everyone else is having a really good time, but social media is kind of fake, so which is why I've kind of deleted it right now, the Instagram app. So I'm YouTube upload गर्दैछु. अनि अर्को कुरा भन्छु नि, मैले कति लम्ब्याएँ यो कुरा. And I think the other reason is also like so first reason, the people are like they're commenting on you, they're commenting on your skin tone, they're commenting on your body weight, they're commenting on everything, so it's kind of gets on your nerve. I think that's one of the reason I don't see myself. I think second reason is like so I work as a software engineer at a big consulting firm, and my managing director, I have got one-on-one with him, and he's a nice person. He really like uplifts me. हुन्छ नि मेरो पुरानो manager पनि, he was like so nice. He used to like push me for promotion. He used to push me to be like, go to these events. But I don't think नेपालमा चाहिँ त्यो छ जस्तो लाग्छ कि मलाई. I think they don't genuinely want you to succeed जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई, which I don't know, I could be wrong, please correct me if I'm wrong, you know. But I feel like there's always like एउटा power, म powerमा छु and you are kind of lower than me typeको vibe आउँछ जस्तो लाग्छ होइन. त्यहाँको त्यस्तै छ नि त सिस्टम. अनि वर्क लाइफ ब्यालेन्स त त्यस्तै हो होइन. अब यहाँ त लाइक 5 बजेपछि फोन उठाउँदैन. सो त्यो पनि अब I think that's also one of the हुन्छ नि reason I don't see myself. I mean obviously Nepal आयो भने त बिजनेसै गर्ने हो होइन. त्यो बिजनेस गर्दाखेरि त्यो नहोला, तर if you have to like really work, त्यो कल्चर छैन जस्तो लाग्छ कि नरिसिङ टाइपको कल्चर, अलिक कम्पिटेटिभ छ होइन, यो इनफ छैन. वान अफ द मेन थिङ्स एक्चुली, यो चाहिँ एकदमै इम्पोर्टेन्ट पोइन्ट हो होइन. नेपालमा हुँदा चाहिँ आई युज टु थिङ्क द्याट I was very competitive, किनकि अब मैले जितिनँ भने त्यसले जित्छ अनि हुन्छ नि, I was very like jealous अनि यस्तो होइन. तर यहाँ चाहिँ I realized that like there's enough for everybody के हुन्छ नि. हामीले चाहिँ त्यो केकको पिस अब लिँदाखेरि होइन, अब मैले खानुपर्छ नत्र त्यो सकिन्छ भन्ने हुन्छ होइन. अनि आई थिङ्क यहाँको टिममा चाहिँ जसरी भयो भने केक ठुलो बनाऊँ सो द्याट आफ्नो पिस पनि ठुलो हुन्छ नि त, सबैको पिस ठुलो भयो नि त होइन. त्यो चाहिँ मेन्टालिटी छ जस्तो लाग्छ कि यहाँको भर्सेस त्यहाँको. Am I making sense? I have no idea. अरू क्या कुरा गर्नु थियो मलाई धेरै कुरा गर्नु मन छ नि. I think I'll make a lot of videos. So keep tuned and I love you all.